We are really excited today to announce a partnership that we think will give you just that. We're now working with the global leader in ad effectiveness, Nielsen, to measure how people respond to ads on Facebook. Using our research polls and Nielsen analysis, we can't, I know it's cute, isn't it? We can't only tell you who saw your ad, but more importantly, we can tell you what they think of your brand, whether they remember the product, whether they intend to make a purchase in the future. And we can layer on incredibly accurate demographic data so that you know exactly who's responding well to what messages, and then you can iterate your campaign both on us and on other sites. Importantly, we can do all of this in a matter of days, which obviously is incredibly fast for the type of market research that you're used to doing. And we know this works because we've already done it. We recently ran a campaign, P&G ran a campaign with us for Secret. When they started the campaign, they had 1,300 fans on their page. One day into the campaign, they had 100,000. 5 days later, 220,000, because the desire to fan that page spread virally through our site as people saw their friends doing that. We then tested using our polls, and Nielsen looked at the analysis and did the analysis. What was the impact those ads had? So over all the people that saw the ad compared to those who didn't, we saw an 11% lift in people that were extremely likely to buy the product, something P&G was thrilled with. And even more importantly, in the core 13 to 18 demographic, where people are just figuring out what deodorant, what brand they're going to be affiliated with, we saw a 33% lift in extremely likely to buy, something that was really exciting. To talk more about this, I'd like to invite someone who needs no introduction, so you can take it from him, not just from us, John Burbank, the CEO of Nielsen Online.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Cheryl. It goes without saying that we're really thrilled to be in this, I guess, relationship with Facebook. And as Cheryl points out, Facebook is really increasingly a place that's very important for brands to connect. And as a market research company, it's very, very exciting for us to be working with somebody who has the scale that Facebook has around the globe, that has the high degree of engagement. These are not passive people. They are really engaged people who are participating with the site every day. And whether you're a burglar or you're an old boyfriend, the honesty of the people on Facebook and the authenticity is very, very important for the purposes of market research. And working with Facebook is really core to what Nielsen is all about. As you folks know, our clients and our advertisers and media companies alike all demand that we understand what this intersection is between consumers and media and how it affects consumers' lives. And for all of us, we recognize just how increasingly important Facebook is within the whole ecosystem of media. I'll give you one quick factoid. It's the only piece of market research that I'll be providing today, which is probably a great relief to all of you. But the one factoid that I'm really interested in is that it's not uncommon for us to see right now during a viewing television program that 10% of the viewing audience is engaged with social networking simultaneously while watching the TV program. And a lot of that social networking obviously occurs on Facebook. So it's really important for the Nielsen company in particular to understand how all these pieces fit together for both our media clients and our advertising clients alike. So our first effort as part of this relationship is trying to answer a very simple question. And that is, how did an ad perform in changing the attitudes of a consumer who saw the ad? Did it change awareness? Did it build purchase intent, as we saw with the Secret example? And we've heard from many advertisers that having a reliable tool to measure this question on the web is crucially important to building their confidence in using the internet as an advertising platform. And we all know that web companies desperately need to have more confidence among the brand advertisers to support their growth. So the Brand Lift product, as we call it, uses opt-in polls on Facebook to measure consumer attitudes, purchase intent, and brand perception. The polls are consistent with the experience that's on Facebook. It doesn't interrupt the user's experience, and they appear on the same space that would otherwise hold an ad. Every one of these every one of these polls is opt-in. There's no personally identifiable information that's shared with Nielsen. And one of the things that we've talked to is we've gone out and talked to advertisers. While the polls and the tool is originally designed to support and understand what's happening on Facebook, they've asked us to extend beyond Facebook. Can we use this tool to measure the effectiveness of all of our advertising on the web? And so working with Facebook, we expect to do that too. There are a couple of, I guess, 3 things that I'd like to tell you about the tool. It's really fast. Get information back in a couple of days. It's really easy, very simple to write questions. So much of the information that would normally be occupied in surveys, asking who the people are, what their demographics, it's already there on the user's profile page, and we can rely on that data to keep the questionnaires very short. And then it's accurate, because we know that people are truthful, and because the scale of Facebook is so large, we can get very, very accurate measures of very, very narrow Facebook groups or demographic groups, like people in Texas who are interested in hot sauce. So that's a very quick summary of it. We look forward to bringing this product out to the industry over the next few weeks and months. And I'd just like to reiterate once again how delighted we are to be working with Cheryl and the great team at Facebook and helping advertisers understand the usefulness of this product. Thanks very much.
Thanks.